We have new information on the mission to rescue 7 gold miners from a flooded cave in Southeast Asia. Now, you may remember yesterday we told you that 5 of them, trapped for more than a week, were found alive. Rescuers are still looking for the other 2. The key question now, though, how to safely get them out. CBS News chief correspondent Matt Gutman brings us an update from the lead diver on the mission. It's so complicated there. Matt, good morning.
It's incredibly complicated, Errol, and challenging. And so we just got off the phone with that lead rescue diver, Miko Passy. He told us the original plan was to get the miners out, pump the water out of the cave. But now rescuers are growing more doubtful that the plan will work. Now, yesterday, he said that they'd made multiple round trips into the cave, bringing the miners food. But what they had expected to find were bodies when they went in there. And when they saw those 5 faces beaming at them in the dark, there were smiles, elation, but also tears.
In that cave, flooded with water and drained of hope in recent days, the spark of discovery, bringing tears and joy. Divers finally locating 5 of the 7 missing artisanal miners from a nearby village. They were perched there on that narrow stone shelf in an oxygen-starved chamber. The men had become trapped in this cave in central Laos for the past 8 days after monsoon rains flooded the entrance and many of the passages. The man you see here is Miko Passy, the lead rescue diver, describing the moment they found them in an interview this morning.
Yeah, it was emotional, them to realize when they realized that we had there to get them out. There was a crying going on, and there was lots of smiles, happy smiles.
We also spoke with him right after the discovery yesterday, while he was still inside a chamber in the cave where rescuers had rigged up Wi-Fi.
So I'm getting ready for another dive to bring some food for the guys and supplies so they can survive until we figure out how to bring them out.
Okay, so that's the plan, is to bring them food and just keep them alive for now until you can figure it out.
Yep, and then this whole mystery still how, but we got some ideas.
And outside the cave, rapture. Members of the search team cheering and hugging. At late Wednesday in Laos, Passy and his team plunged back into the murk in search of the other 2 miners.
Do you have any idea where the other 2 are?
Not yet. We need to concentrate on the 5 first.
In those spaces, they've been feeling their way by fingertips, squeezing into passages entombed in jagged rock. In some places, they had to shimmy in and drag their scuba tanks after them, struggling for breath.
I think that's a tricky thing that they ask that, like, when are you going to take us out now? You can't really answer this. You don't want to, break their trust or give them too much hope or too little hope. But this is a question that is very hard to answer for them because you don't even know the answer yourself.
Miko also told me that hope for finding the other 2 divers is now fading. Now, remember, they'd hoped to pump the water out of the cave and just have the miners walk out or crawl out. That doesn't seem to be working. So right now what they're thinking is, well, they'll bring scuba gear in, teach them how to scuba dive, and then dive with them out. Regardless, what has become clear is that they're building this mission, they're building this plan, they need additional rescue divers. That means those miners are going to be stuck in that cave for at least several more days, Errol.
Yeah, Matt, and that footage reveals just how tight the space is. This is such a dangerous mission for the rescuers. I'm stunned to hear they're going to have to teach them how to scuba dive to get them out. What else are they telling you about what they're concerned about? Because the clock is ticking.
The clock is ticking, and they've got to make multiple trips. Each trip in and out takes 5 hours, Errol. And, he showed me his elbows, and his elbow was like a basketball, just so swollen from all of that crawling. So obviously there's the physical wear and tear on the divers. There's also the constant threat of cave-ins. Also, we are in monsoon season in Southeast Asia, so if the rains resume, that cave could flood even more, making it impossible to get to the miners. There's some issues about air, but apparently that chamber where they're in is big enough to be able to sustain them, at least oxygen-wise, for some time. But the perils are everywhere, and as you said, the clock really is ticking.
All right, we are hoping for the best. Matt Gutman, I know you'll continue tracking this story.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thanks.